talking of allotments, my friend's dad, 92, no less, that's 15 years older than me, couldn't do his allotment. Not because of being 92, oh no. He was hiding. So, next door's allotment did it for him. Just the weeds, keep it going, on top of it, that sort of thing. When he went back 3 months later, well, you don't have to be on the way out at 92. He gazed at his plot. Weeded, turned over, planted. What's more, not vegetables, but flowers. Not into flowers, my friend's dad. Things to eat. Grow your own. They forced me to do this, whoever they are. I tried to find out. No answers. Here I am, supposed to have all of them. Answers, I mean. But to what? Who authorised this? I said. 3 of them. Oh, could we stop marching? I said. Out of breath, me. But I don't take kindly to being manhandled. Who are they? Home Office? Community helpline? Unlikely. Police. Oh, suddenly I twigged. They're the army. It's the bloody army. The armed forces. Well, I never. We're not at war, I said. What rank? Sergeant. Is that all? Couldn't you rustle up a colonel for me? No sense of humour. Somebody ordered it. Some hidden bureaucrat. She'll do. Won't make a fuss. Well, I did. Fuss. Dither. Dragged my feet. Loo twice, then back for my meds. Not a pretty sight, officer, I said, if I don't get my dose. Someone behind a desk. A list. In a back room. I said no, of course. Too old. Wrong group. Now, my friend's dad, that would be something. I suppose Muriel, the one who did him a good turn, thought he was a goner. Chosen, they said. 78. No one else has... Oh, what nonsense. All you over 70s, put your hands up. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. At least a dozen. You won't want my shenanigans. How I pass the time. None of your business, anyway. What it means, what it's going to be like, how I've entertained visitors, gentlemen... Well, never mind that. Not much cop him. Not fit for purpose, as they say. You want Strictly, don't you? Sitcoms. Bake Off. Nothing but food. I mean, How much can you do with a carrot? Paul, what's his name? Something show busy. Gets everywhere. What's his name? I mean, he's just a bloody baker. 2 rules, they said. No racist remarks. Like, talking of bread, how many loaves for the ethnic minor? Oh, Lord, already? Mustn't mention the war. Rule 2. On no account must you... Oh, bugger it. I can't remember. Something out of bounds. Sex. The North. Europe. Nothing much left then, is there? Have they told you the rules? Why should they? It's me who has to watch my P's and Q's. So many do's and don'ts. Halfway across a crossing, back again, off again. How far to... Do you know what I'm looking for? The end of the string. If I get the end of the string, I can't go wrong, you see. It will lead to the other end. I don't want to be stuck out here. Job to do at my age. What matters? That's my job. I'm supposed to tell you. Oh, if I had a bit of string, there's always another end. Maybe someone winding, coming towards me. Oh, that would be so lovely. Too late to mend so much. People walking, shuffling, no shoes. People walking. Here is the end of the string, the end of the line. What then, do they reach the other end? Is there another end? Is there food? Is there at the other end, or someone? Let's be clear. I'm here because I have to be. It's not what I want, far from it. What is it I want? No idea. I'm here to talk to you. Unwise, officer, I said. Unwise. Barking up the wrong tree. Not a good idea. Made such a bloody noise all my life, they suss me out as ideal for the job. Do you know what matters? I'm supposed to address the question. Well, it's true. I've given talks before. Nothing like this. Once, a university professor. Began with A. Anselm. No, Anstrom. Oh, too German. No, maybe E. Egremont. No. Oh, well, he kept on clearing his throat. Then he said, "Perhaps you'd like to sum up and give us your conclusion." Well, that did it. "There isn't one," I said. "No conclusion. But that's the reason for you being here." When I arrived in 1942, did I matter? 3 years on, to the day, they dropped the bomb on Hiroshima. Oh, my lot at 115, they never stopped chucking bombs about. Permanent crisis. Wind in the wrong direction. Grand's pinny inside out. Some sneaky bugger lurking in the twin. One birthday cake never made it. Something to do with eggs. Rationing. I was only 3. But some big thing happened. But it felt like a good thing, whatever it was. No birthdays. Later. No one told me. I found out for myself. Always that birthday. In memoriam. Candles on ponds. Hushed voices. Duty to remember. Sorrow, nothing but death, on a grand scale. I mean, it's still going on, damn it. Why am I here? Trying to think of things that matter. I mean, what matters to you? What, or who, is important? Come on. Help me out. Nothing? Nobody? Huh. Officer, my conclusion. Nothing matters. Up the avenue, allotments. Grassed over now. Grandpa Harold in 115 and Grandad Ernest in 132 on opposite sides of their shared patch. Grow your own. That'll beat the Hun. Grandpa Harold, 115, didn't grow his carrot for England. Oh, no. Not a single one. Grandma put a spade in his hand, sent him out. Dig, she said. Dig, she tells him. He'll reel about among the cabbages, lean on a spade, smoke a woodbine, then fall, thud, crushing the war effort. Gran, she'd come on out. You dirty blighter, do your bit. Well, Ernest, outside 132, black and upright, smiled in righteous indignation. His row of carrots were a sight to behold. A neat row, ready for the pot. Well, there you are. What matters? Oats and beans and barley, oh. So, what are we missing? You do know, don't you, that we're not wanted in Devon? Enough of this. Gap widens. There's a crack. A fault line. Did you know? in each and every one of us, in every supposed place of safety, home, office, meeting, chamber, bed. Where have I heard that before? The daily death count. Once upon a time, we were numbers in a ledger. Meticulous, handwritten columns of accuracy. Desks of such efficiency, you'd think. How can it be? How can it be that the load were like Amazon, maybe, but the goods were the items. The load was. Oh, I've seen so much of it. I'd seen so much of it. Oh. Someone stop the blame game. Groan. Another week of accusations and finger-pointing. Don't look, I wouldn't if I were you. Behind our eyes there are perpetrators. Someone who never misses a trick. Someone dealing with numbers. Silent numbers. Pounds sterling. Silence of numbers. Because they, not the numbers, are hidden from view. All that beauty, their hands stroking absent heads buried in clouds of memory, hit by an enemy bearing no known shape, their man gone to the front as they stitched and knitted and drove and said their prayers. I can't. It's just the same. Can't. Why is this ball red? This ball of wool? Well, I must have dropped it. It's Gran. All the theories in the world, all the plans and policies matter not at all. If you don't travel down, out from the idea, travel down into. Just get out the nutcrackers and break the fucking shell. Not a hope in hell without the rest of you. Flesh and bone, skin and caring. Gran sat. I sat opposite. The ball grew. She held the hank hooked over each wrist and a dance began. She dipped her whole arm, the right and the left. I leaned into her. We swayed like grass in a wind. The rhythm grew and took us over. The red wool, from hank to ball, so quiet, so close, imagine. Now we could sit at each end of a room or a garden. The yarn would twitch in the air or sink to the floor if I'm too slow. Imagine. What matters if we can't enfold each other, if we can't lean into each other's hollows, the body's endless gifts. Oh, miss you, the shape of you that will not peel off mine. What matters? What matters? What matters? What matters? What is left to matter? Use your words. They've lost their bite. Take memory. Everyone out of order, mingling with the wrong person. Truth. What news? Any truth? Do you remember the postbox? Ink copper plate? The press of the nib on the downstroke? Curly bits, doodles in the margin. Well, we don't have margins. But that's where everything happens. Off stage. Not me, rabbiting on. Out there, north, maybe, someone saying a word that matters. Not the man himself, you understand. No, I stuck it out for how many days? 2, 3? No, it was the donkeys. Can't remember his face. But oh, yes, the donkeys, snowy, gusty, and lunar. I'd kill for the love of 3 donkeys. But then, I never was quite the ticket. Common. Mutton dressed as lamb. We are doing time. Nothing to do with bashing your old man over the head and, sadly cracking his skull on the old tile fireplace, sent to jail. I made that up. On the other hand, it does feel a bit like being banished to your room for creeping down in the night and eating golden syrup neat straight out of the tin. Doing time. Doing things with it. It doing things with me. Like what? Time? Out of joint. Playing tricks. Ace. Joker. It's not tomorrow yet, I say to my cat, waiting for his morning treats in the afternoon. It's still today. It won't be tomorrow until today is... Then, what day is it? I want to punch time. Punch some prison guard. Beat the hell out. Nothing left to kill. The only reason for time is so that everything doesn't happen at once. Einstein. Funny what you pick up. There's a right boiling pot inside my head. Got that from a box set. Addicts, we're told. Naughty. Not the done thing. Make us poorly. Yoga. Exercise. The missing, it was. Baptiste, the detective, was Baptiste's sidekick. There. Got it. That matters. The only reason for time is so that everything doesn't happen at once. There. Better? Does that make you feel better? Bullshit. Load of bollocks. That's not how it feels. How does it feel to be on your own, like a rolling, like a fucking hungry black monster dog gobbles you up? That's how it bloody well feels. So much for the great and the good. My daughter, along the Twin, through the back gate. I've unlocked it. We don't have a red skein. The lifeline between us, a current you can't see. Could be water. Could be shared earth. Could be that bird sings when it's set free. Rusty, I am sure, but that's time doing its trick. Your visit, my daughter, top notch, classy, even though our filthy laughter stretches down the back gardens where we all wait for the South Koreans put sex dolls on all the seats of the stadium for their first match. Your visit, my daughter, through the back gate, stretching across my broken sleep. Bit more like it. Bit more close to home. Up yours, Einstein. So it is. So it all is. What can be found when all the wrongs are known? They can't be put right. Invading, like stormtroopers, like locusts or rats or ants or all over us. You might feel winding round like string or bandages. Oh, God. My mother's voice. Where's that come from? I would have thought... Go away. I would have thought you could. I thought you could at least have to... When all is done and dusted, what are we left with? Hang on a minute. It wasn't like that. Isn't like that. We're all in it together. The war effort. We are. But we are terribly alone. There must be something else. It wasn't like that. There was a fence, wonky and broken, sometimes overrun by weeds and grass right down the middle of the allotments, from top to bottom of the avenue. Who put it there? hardly seen. But it divides the allotments, cuts the avenue in half. So 115 had their own allotment, and 132 had theirs. All they could do was harvest their own plot. Shake their fists at each other, old Lucas more often than not. Turn their backs, Harold Lucas and Ernest Stoner. Or, keeping their distance, old Stoner being careful not to tread on the growing things. They might listen to each other argue across the fence, which might well have been taller than a man, but scarcely reach their knees. Is the baby talking yet? That'll be me. How is Maud's cold? Cod liver oil's the thing. Oh, this bloody war, will it never end? Oh, they didn't do that, of course. Lucky if a hand lifted, not quite a greeting. Ring of roses, pocket full of posies. A tissue, we all fall down. Ring of roses, pocket full of tissue, we all. 2 men on the ward, far end, opposite beds, foot to foot. In the small hours, a voice from its bed. Is anybody there? I listen. Time passes from the other bed. No. I listen. Not done yet. Are you asleep? Time drags. Yes. Well, that's it then. End on a good note. Good note? Yes? Yeah. Hello? Hello? Where are you? Where are you all? Didn't I? But I saw you. Oh, yes, I did. You put your empty. Not one left. Hello? You there. Where are you? Oh, dark. It's gone dark. Where are we? With no audience. Where am I? No one there. Oh, gone dark, gone, dark, gone, closing it down, not fit for purpose. Hello?